Dear, welcome to Linda's Weekly Guided Insights, a weekly gift of guidance on navigating the uncertain world that you are now living in. Published every Tuesday since 2014. In this episode, the guides will be talking about everyone is connected to us and their higher self. Your job is to remember how you used to do this all the time. Your reasoning mind took over, but lacks the instantaneous feedback you could receive when pondering a situation, when you were able to have a fluid conversation with your higher self and your guides. This was the egoless part of yourself. Since then, distractions have taken over most of your life. So think back to when you used to, and it was normal for you to have this conversation, this chat, this ongoing communication. It was normal. You would walk to school and you would talk, you were talking to someone. You were just having this easy conversation. It was like mulling something over in your head. It might have felt like you were anticipating something that was either going to be good or not so good. It was the conversation that you had with your guides, but didn't realize that that was what was going on. So the fact that you had no one to talk about this to or with in this world made it feel like you shouldn't be doing it, like you had to keep it a secret, like you couldn't dare get caught talking to yourself. You know, you do it to this day. You may not talk out loud, but it's like pondering something. It's like what I said earlier here, pondering, having that conversation, mulling something over, thinking it through. You think you're doing this on your own, you guys, but you're not. You never are alone. You are always being guided and getting the help you need. As long as you think it's just coming from you, you will continue to miss it. As long as you think it's coming from you, you'll think something's wrong with you. People have diagnosed people as crazy or cuckoo for watching them talk to themselves, have this conversation with themselves. And you didn't want to be put in that category. You didn't want to be classified as a nutcase. Okay. There's so many things that work against people keeping this connection to your guides, to your higher self. It's the best information that you'll ever receive. Way better than anybody's advice when you go out and ask somebody what they think about something or what they would do about a situation that you're in or a problem that you're having. It's way better. All they'll do is give you their opinion. And you don't need someone's opinion or instruction on how you must do it. You don't need any more of that either. So chastising or reprimanding you or criticizing you or laughing at you, okay? So how do you reignite this conversation that was so natural for you to do at the beginning of your life? How do you do that? You start writing down. These journals are the companion journals to Guided, my flagship book. You have to write it down because what you are not is you are not conscious of what's the difference between what's coming from you as opposed to what's coming through you from those guides that walk you through this life and are always on to help you figure things out and become conscious, stay aware, awake. You have to write it down. Over time, you will become more automatic. This will become alive inside you. It's 4 qualifying questions that it puts you through. Write it down, how it made you feel, what you realized, and what action you're going to take. Because you guys, after all, if you don't put the guidance that you receive into action, it was nothing more than entertainment. You will really never perfect this if you don't put it into action. That's how you're really going to perfect this. And how are you going to do that? You're going to write it down. You're going to review what you wrote down. And you're going to keep your guidance to yourself. And never, absolutely never, share your journal writings with anyone. It will ruin it for you. So fire up this conversation, this connection that you have to your higher self and to your guides. Fire it back up, reignite it, and start here. Actually, start here. Read my true story about how I mastered this from the time I was a kid. These journals right here are the companion journals to Guided so that you can start practicing this. And if you do this every day for just 15 minutes a day, where you have that quiet time, that time out, that dedicated time that you're spending with your higher self and those who followed you here, your guides, within 1 month, every day, and then review what you wrote, review how it felt, review the realization you had, and the action that you're going to take. This will start to become alive inside you when you come up against a situation that you need help with, that you need guidance for. Okay? All right. So I'm going to close the session with the spirit guides and angels closing message about today's insight. Everyone is connected to their higher self and us. And here they go. Why I live in a world of confusion. At this time, see, circumstances are causing much confusion, leaving you feel lost and alone. Much will be changing. You will need to let go. Yes, we said, let go. Your awareness will improve as you release your attachments, your material attachments. Words you hear broadcasted are not the truth. Beware of your mindset before you sit with us. Are you ready to accept truth and love? You do not need to expose yourself to anyone who shouts at you. You will hear us like a whisper. You must write it down N-O W. No work required. You will learn to trust yourself. It's really all about you getting to know who you are, rolling back the clock, rolling back your time on this planet when you trusted yourself without question. You did used to do that. This is how you're going to learn to do that again. Bring it back. It's something you already know. It's something you will remember. You are never alone and always being guided. And you have help from your higher self and from your guides.